Hi, I'm Starck and I'm a sustainability influencer. Over the past few years, I've completely switched to buying secondhand fashion, and you've seen me treasure hunting all over Finland on my YouTube channel. I've shared fitting room stories on my Instagram and outfit images of my best pre-loved looks. Hopefully, I've managed to create inspiring content for people to ditch fast fashion and turn to secondhand instead. With the title Sustainability Influencer comes a lot of responsibility and pressure even. Sometimes it feels like people expect me to be this perfect role model, but I'm not. I simply try my best and aspire to learn more about the fashion industry and how to live a more eco-friendly life. Being a sustainability influencer is much more than just recommending certain brands and products. It's tied to values. Speaking about values is not something you see every day on social media. People tend to show where they've been, what they're eating and wearing. I do what I do to drive change, to make someone rethink their clothing consumption. This is because sustainability has become a key value of mine, something that affects my everyday life. I've never reflected on my decision to stay away from newly produced clothing, so I wanted to share my experience and my journey towards being more sustainable. Last fall, I did a survey about why young adults shop secondhand clothing. I received very useful, comprehensive answers that inspired me to look further into values. During these times, I discovered Outi, a speaker and the sustainability influencer of 2020, who spoke about values-based buying, which means buying according to your personal values. According to Outi, when you define your values, your shopping habits become fact-based and you will become more immune to advertisements. Both IBM Research Insights and McKinsey indicate a phenomenon where people are more and more sustainability focused and woke in their ways of consumption. But there is a paradox. Sources like Forbes, Vogue, and Harvard Business Review have all identified the issue where consumers report positive attitudes toward eco-friendly products and services, but their thoughts don't translate into actions. This phenomenon, where people don't act in accordance with their values, is called a behaviour-attitude gap or value-action gap. Businesses worldwide are now looking to find solutions to fill this gap. I wanted to further investigate this problem by exploring my own values and seeing how they match my consumption habits now versus before. When did I understand I had values towards shopping fashion? I worked at 2 fast fashion stores after I graduated from high school, and back then I remember feeling overwhelmed by the amount of clothing that came in every day. It wasn't until my fashion art direction studies at MMU when I began to understand the negative impacts of fast fashion and gained more knowledge on fashion sustainability. In particular, the documentaries The True Cost and Stacey Dooley Investigates Fashion's Dirty Secrets greatly influenced my view on the fashion industry. I have visited flea markets with my mom ever since I was little, but now this habit had become more of a lifestyle. How has my shopping habits changed since? I stopped going to the fast fashion stores altogether. Every now and then when I get lost inside one, I immediately get this feeling like this is wrong, I shouldn't be here, and then I just leave. I've also stopped following any fast fashion promoting influencers as I don't need that kind of inspiration in my life. It's much more exciting for me to see someone make great finds at the thrift store. I know I can't find the same exact stuff, but I can try and maybe find something even better. What factors have affected the change? My solution was to simply shop second-hand instead of fast fashion. This was a positive change, and I didn't feel like I was forced to change my habits. I don't even think about or miss my previous shopping style anymore. The treasure hunt is amazing, the prices are often affordable, and I feel like I'm able to express myself through my style now more than ever. What are my values towards sustainability? Oti spoke about 6 different values of sustainability: ecology, ethics regarding human, ethics regarding animals, secondhand, sustainable design, and production in the EU. Based on my fashion consumption, I practice secondhand shopping the most, therefore it is my value number 1. I rarely buy anything new anymore, except for socks and underwear. I also pay attention to where the garment has been made, even though it's pre-loved. What did I learn in the process? I have learned a lot about sustainability, fast fashion, and its negative impact on our planet. Choosing secondhand came naturally to me, but experiencing it become more than a hobby, a career, has been eye-opening and rewarding. The process of switching to pre-loved has made me realize my privilege as a small to medium-sized white woman in a wealthy Nordic country, with lots of vintage and secondhand stores available on and offline. Does my consumption of fashion match my values? Yes. I am fully committed to buy secondhand first before turning to a high street store. However, I can admit the problem I have with quantity over quality sometimes. It should be the other way, not hoarding my closet full of clothes that are too good to pass, even if they are secondhand. How could I do better? Well, I believe you can always do better, but you shouldn't be too hard on yourself. I'm already doing a massive favor to the environment by purchasing secondhand only, but I need to learn how to give away or sell items that I no longer use, as well as buy for need. I want to take care of my existing clothing, so I try to learn more ways to do that without harming the environment. I have recently discovered using white vinegar as a natural fabric softener, so no harmful chemicals end up in the water. For longevity, I prefer good quality and materials such as silk, leather, and linen that will last in my closet for years to come. In the future, I'm willing to try more sustainable fashion services such as renting clothes. My message. I see myself as a pioneer and leading character in the Finnish sustainable fashion scene. My goal is to inspire others to choose used and stop the stigma around secondhand shopping. The message of this video is to have everyone to reflect on their own consumption habits and think about their values behind each choice. What could you do for the environment? I encourage you to pay attention to the things you respect and value in your life the most and what you want to leave for the generations to come. Whether you want to support the factory workers or prevent animal cruelty, all of these values are good. They shouldn't be compared or disputed because every person who fights for sustainability fights for the planet.